Check, check, 1, 2. Welcome to the University of North Georgia. This is the 2 o'clock ceremony for graduation. Awesome. Ceremony should begin at 2. Check, check, 1, 2. Just want to make sure this works. All right, awesome.
Welcome, and thank you for joining us for this celebration. We will begin the ceremony soon, so please find your seats within the next 10 minutes. And also, please, if you are able, slide towards the center of the aisle as we still have some guests coming in. Good afternoon. Please rise for the processional.
Please be seated. It is my honor as president of the University of North Georgia to welcome you to the Spring 2018 Commencement Ceremony. This is also an historic time. This graduating class is the first class to graduate in our new Convocation Center. This is important. On behalf of the entire university community, I extend warm and sincere congratulations to each of these fine scholars and also to their families and to their friends who are with us today. Students, our hopes and our dreams are with you. This is a day of celebration for our graduates, of course, but it is also a day of celebration for the university. As we begin our ceremony, please join me in thanking Dr. Kelly McFadden, Faculty Marshal, and Dr. Joe Chapman for the inspiring processional. Will you please stand? I would be remiss if I did not pause to recognize all the mothers, fathers, husbands, wives, partners, children, grandparents, other relatives, and friends who stood behind our students and assisted them throughout their college careers. Thank you. Thank you for supporting our students. Students, this is a wonderful day. Here you are, donned in academic regalia whose design dates back to the Middle Ages and symbolize your achievement and your commitment. The right to wear these robes is an honor that must be earned, and indeed you have earned that right. We are here to honor you with the richest tradition of the academic community, a commencement ceremony that celebrates the completion of your degree and the beginning of your professional lives. As you know, UNG holds a special designation within the University System of Georgia as a state leadership institution. As such, UNG has a strong, appreciated reputation for producing civic, professional, and military leaders, and our graduates are recognized as individuals committed to high personal integrity, civic engagement, community service, and of course, high academic achievements. I know that the foundation you have received through UNG will be a catalyst to your future success. And I know that as graduates of UNG, you will add value and meaning to the lives and others around you. Again, congratulations on this milestone in your lives. At this time, Dr. Jack Broman and the UNG Quartet will lead us in singing the national anthem. Will you please stand if you are able?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Thank you, and please be seated. It is my honor as Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs to join President Jacobs in welcoming you to today's ceremony. As President Jacobs noted, UNG is designated as a state leadership institution, and through high-quality academic and service opportunities, we help students realize their potential and become leaders in an increasingly diverse and global society. It is important to understand that leadership takes on many different forms. Some of you will commission to become Army officers. Many of you will become civic or professional leaders in your communities here in Georgia or in far parts of the world. Some of you may be leaders by being the first in your families to attend and graduate from college, or by taking the initiative to return to college to complete your degree or to begin a new career. Regardless of where and how you lead, as a UNG graduate, you have the knowledge and the critical thinking skills to solve challenging problems. You have learned the value of teamwork, perseverance, and leadership. You have also learned that leadership is practiced, not so much in words as it is in attitude and in actions. As the university's Chief Academic Officer, I recognize the important role of our faculty in helping you to identify and develop these skills. I commend our faculty for their commitment to our students' personal and professional development and for their leadership and dedication to their disciplines. Would all the members of the faculty who are here today, including those on the platform, please rise so that we can recognize you. Please join me in recognizing our University of North Georgia faculty. Thank you. Before we continue with the program, please allow me to introduce the remaining members of our platform party. Will you please stand as your name is called? Dr. Mac McConnell, Senior Vice President for Business and Finance. Dr. Richard Oates, Vice President for Gainesville Campus. Dr. Billy Wells, Senior Vice President for Leadership and Global Engagement. Dr. Gary Biller, Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. Jeffrey Tanowski, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. Donna Mayo, Dean of the Mike Cottrell College of Business. Dr. Michael Beaudry, Dean of the College of Science and Mathematics. Dr. Jeff Turk, Director of the Lewis F. Rogers Institute for Environmental and Spatial Analysis. Dr. Brian Corrigan, Professor of English and the reader for today's ceremony. Colonel Brent Cumming, Professor of Military Science. And Ms. Wendy Hughley, Director of Alumni Relations and Annual Giving. Please join me in recognizing these individuals. Thank you. I now invite Dr. Donna Mayo to come forward to introduce our guest speaker.
Good afternoon. It is my sincere honor to introduce our guest speaker for today's commencement ceremony. If you've had pizza, ice cream, coffee, and donuts anytime within the last 30 years, chances are you've experienced our guest speaker's visions in action. Today, Bill Mitchell serves as Chief Executive Officer of CC's Enterprises, LP. Before officially coming on board, Bill served as a board member, stepping in as interim CEO January 2018. I will tell you that he had a brief retirement of 6 days before he joined CC's. Prior to joining CC's, he served in a variety of leadership roles at Dunkin' Brands, beginning in 2010, and most recently served as president of Dunkin' Brands International at Dunkin' Brands Group Incorporated, and Dunkin' Donuts LLC, where he was responsible for 8,500 Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin-Robbins restaurants in more than 60 countries around the world. So that seems to be a lot of donuts and ice cream. Mr. Mitchell is widely credited with overseeing the turnaround of Baskin-Robbins' domestic performance while driving best-in-class operations and customer service. Before joining Dunkin' Brands, Mr. Mitchell spent a decade at Papa John's International, where he served in multiple roles for the $3 billion international company, and ultimately he served as president of global operations. Prior to his time at Papa John's, Mr. Mitchell held a variety of other restaurant companies, including Popeye's Restaurants, where he was responsible for the business and planning operations of 1,400 franchise locations, RTM Restaurant Group, where he oversaw operations for Miss Wiener's restaurants in Georgia and the KFC national management team. Before entering the restaurant industry, Mr. Mitchell proudly served as captain in the United States Army. And most importantly, we are delighted to let you know that Mr. Mitchell is a proud graduate of then North Georgia College, today's University of North Georgia. When he's not busy running your favorite pizza buffet at CC's, Mr. Mitchell resides in Louisville, Kentucky, and he spends and enjoys spending his downtime with his wife, Donna Sue, and other family members, some of whom are with us here today. Please join me in giving Mr. Mitchell a warm UNG welcome.
Thanks for the brief pause. I'm the youngest of 7, and 3 of my siblings still think this is an April Fool's joke. Thank you, Dean Mayo. Thank all of you for this opportunity. Thanks to President Jacobs, Mike Cottrell, the entire faculty, families and friends, and most importantly, you, the class of 2018. It's a wonderful opportunity to be back here to the University of North Georgia. It's shocking, and truly it is, that it feels like only a few months I was sitting in your chair. They weren't nearly as nice. We didn't have nearly this beautiful of accommodations. And I am truly proud, but most importantly, I would tell you I'm truly humbled to be here today. Looking back 32 years, I don't remember the speech. I don't remember if it was a beautiful day like this, but what I do remember is it was long. So I'm going to borrow some advice from my first commanding general that pulled me aside and he said, Lieutenant Mitchell, today you're going to be brief, you're going to be good, and you're going to be gone. That's my promise today. So the University of North Georgia is no longer the best kept secret in the Blue Ridge Mountains. This phenomenal institution is not a secret in the business world. And today, clearly with 20,000 students across 5 campuses and online, this institution continues to produce incredible leaders in servant leadership capacities around the world. I'll tell you a couple of stories today, but most recently I was interviewing for a board position in a major company that buys and sells big companies on a daily basis, and they did extensive research on my background, and they asked me one question: are you demanding? It struck me as odd. And to be brief, we ended that day, and it was a great day for the Mitchell family. So on the way home, I called a dear friend of mine and a lifelong coach. And I said, Patrick, I got a weird question from this private equity company that they said I was demanding. Am I demanding? He said, hell, son, you blowed past demanding on your second cup of coffee. You're all in. So my first point to you today is to be all in. Today you're starting the rest of your life, and hopefully you'll find your passion in your major. Others, like me, not knowing exactly what to do or where to go. Your journey will take on many different changes and many different challenges. I've learned you have to be all in no matter what the in is, whether it's work, life, your religion, to be a father, to be a husband, to be a boss, to be an employee. Being all in is critical. It's going to take hard work for you. So let's talk a little bit about hard work. I know it's a 4-letter word, but my colleagues in the business world, who I consider very successful, continue to work and work very, very hard. There are no shortcuts, and if you find one, please call me, because then I've clearly taken the wrong path. Failures, and you will have them. I have had many. My advice would be this: fail big, go big, and win big. Failures are painful and at times heartbreaking, but you'll get through them. Don't spend time dwelling on the mistakes and the failures. Use the energy to move forward and fall forward. And by the way, it takes others to help you get through a failure. And I would also tell you, there are no solo rides in your life. Utilize your resources and be all in. Number 2 is take the difficult jobs. Apply the discipline that you've learned today as a key fundamental, and the great news is you're reaping those benefits today. Today you're going to graduate and keep up the great work. Now it's time to build on that accomplishment. When I was leaving the United States Army, wasn't sure what I was going to do going into the business world. Truly got asked during several interviews, would you like to get paid in bonus or commission? My response was, I just want to get paid. So not having a lot of money, and I was on leave, I wanted to fly and meet a business person that was influential in my life. So I scraped up all the money. I went from Atlanta to California at the time to visit my brother-in-law. And I went out there because my definition of success at that time, and to meet with my brother-in-law because he was rich. He was the only person I knew that would fly to France to get champagne and from LA to Dallas for a haircut. And that day what I received was very valuable coaching. After a day of discussing business terms like gross profit, net profit, return on invested capital, and you guys all know the rest of those, he looked at me and said, Billy, why did you really fly out here? And I responded, because I wanted the fastest way to get 15 years of experience I needed from someone I admired. He responded, although it's great to see you, we could have had this discussion on the phone. The only way I gain 15 years of experience is to experience 15 years. So 32 years, almost to this day, I graduated humbly from this institution, and I'm truly honored to stand in front of you. It is all about the experience. It's about the journey. It's choosing the right experience, and it's taking the tough jobs and the tough assignments. This is how you gain. This is how you grow. And by the way, true success can only be defined by you. What makes you happy? What's in your heart that feels successful to you? The best development is leading through challenging assignments. The hard job, the challenging experiences, the place where you find yourself, your leadership talents, and where you add value and success. It's all about the experience. Take the tough jobs. And lastly, show appreciation. Be humble and be kind. As a cadet here at University of North Georgia, I returned home from airborne school. As a sophomore, my father had just passed away. My mother was chronically ill, and I was really struggling to stay focused. Up comes a guy named Dean Hines. The dean always found time in his day, appeared places I never knew he'd appear, never knew I would see him. He tracked my grades, he put his arm around me, kicked me in the pants several times. And I owe a lot of standing up here because somebody took appreciation, was humble, and was kind. He set the example for me and showed what servant leadership was about and how to lead others. So today, before I leave you, I ask that you stop, you look around, you shake some hands, you share a few hugs, and as you move forward in your journey, keep that practice. Always say thank you to those that support you. Always say thank you to those who you work with. Always say thank you to the ones you love. And remember, and I know you will remember this one, have fun along the way. So in closing, be all in, do the right thing. Someone is always watching. Someone is always watching. Take the tough jobs. Experience is what you gain when you don't get things your way. That's when you truly gain experience. Show appreciation, be humble, be kind. And as I mentioned earlier, there are no solo rides. Someone helped you get here today, and that will continue throughout your life. I'm so appreciative to be able to deliver this message today, and thank you. So, I've been brief. I hope it's been good. And I am definitely gone. Congratulations and God bless to the class of 2018.
Thank you, Mr. Mitchell, for your message. Among our graduates today are students who have surpassed the academic standards as set forth by our faculty. And it's my pleasure to recognize these honor graduates for their commitment and dedication. The names of these students are listed in your program, and they will be recognized individually as they receive their diplomas. Will you please hold your applause until all groups stand? Associate degree students who have earned a grade point average of 3.5 or higher on a 4.0 scale are graduating with distinction. Will all associate degree students graduating with distinction please stand and remain standing? Baccalaureate students who have earned a grade point average between 3.5 and 3.69 on a 4.0 scale are graduating cum laude. Will the baccalaureate students who are graduating cum laude please stand and remain standing? Baccalaureate students have earned a grade point average between 3.7 and 3.89 on a 4.0 scale are graduating magna cum laude. Will the baccalaureate students who are graduating magna cum laude please stand and remain standing? Baccalaureate students who have earned a grade point average between 3.9 and 4.0 on a 4.0 scale are graduating summa cum laude. Will the baccalaureate students who are graduating summa cum laude please stand and remain standing? Join me in congratulating these graduates. Thank you. Please be seated. Members of our Corps of Cadets who ranked in the top 20% of more than 5,000 cadets on the National Order of Merit list will graduate as Distinguished Military Graduates, the highest honor an ROTC student can achieve. Will the distinguished military graduates in today's ceremony please stand, remain standing? Please remain standing, please. Thank you. The UNG Honours Program cultivates a community of engaged scholars who have demonstrated excellence in academic service and leadership. Completion of the Honours Program includes involvement in activities outside the classroom and service to the institution and local community. Will all graduates who are members of the Honours Program please stand and remain standing? Academic Honours Societies recognise students who have excelled both academically and as leaders among their peers. Will all graduates who are members of university and department academic honour societies please stand? Will you please join me in recognising all of these graduates for their accomplishments? Thank you. Please be seated. We will now confer the degrees. Will all candidates for associate degrees please stand? President Jacobs, I present to you the candidates for the associate degrees as listed in the printed program. Each of these candidates has successfully completed the requirements for the degree as set forth by the faculty, and I recommend these candidates to you for the conferral of their degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I award to you the associate's degree with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining, and I welcome you to the company of scholars. At this time, please move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Will the candidates for all bachelor's degrees please stand? President Jacobs, I present to you the candidates for the bachelor's degree. Each of these candidates has completed the requirements of the degree as set forth by the faculty, and I recommend these candidates to you for the conferral of their degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I award to you the bachelor's degree with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining, and I welcome you to the company of scholars. Please move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Will the candidates for all master's degrees please stand? President Jacobs, I present to you the candidates for the master's degree. Each of these candidates has completed the requirements of the degree as set forth by the faculty, and I recommend these candidates to you for the conferral of their degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I award to you the master's degree with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining, and I welcome you to the company of scholars. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Before we recognize the graduates individually, I ask that you join me in remembering a student who passed away this semester. Teresa Waterson passed away on April the 5th following a battle with cancer. To honour her efforts to accomplish her academic and career goals, on behalf of the University of North Georgia, I hereby grant the Bachelor of Science degree in Biology posthumously to Teresa Waterson. Teresa's name has been added to our student memorial, and her family accepted a degree in her memory at UNG's Remembrance Day on April the 25th. While she's not with us today, her life touched many in the audience, and her memory will continue to inspire us. We will now call forward the graduates to be recognized individually. I invite Dr. Brian Corrigan to take his place to announce the graduates. Marshals, please lead the graduates forward.
We now present the Associate of Science degree graduates from the College of Science and Mathematics, Adam Scott Bartell, Jordan Charles Brown with distinction, Olivia Danielle Stanley, Georgia Rose Warnock with distinction. We now present the Associate of Arts degree graduates from the Mike Cottrell College of Business, Kimberly Allison Adams, Zachary Benjamin Reese Alexander, Kiana Alexis Armstrong, Catherine Elizabeth Briscoe, Shayla Vanessa Campos with distinction, Roni Casas, Isabel Chavez, Christian Fumu, Joshua Ryan Greenlease, Ashley Taylor Griffin, Elizabeth Nicole Harris with distinction, Juan Luis Ibarra, Rami Mesmer, Stephen Allen Mayung. Lawrence Wesley Phillips. Carlos Calix. Caleb Schrader. Krista Diane Simmons. Donald Duong Tran. Uliza Wells with distinction. Rogelio Uribe. Kelsey O'Brien Vaughn. Anna Christine Winters with distinction. We now present the Associate of Applied Science degree graduates from the Mike Cottrell College of Business, Ashley Lauren Ayala. Morgan Hunter Mathis. We now present the Associate of Science degree graduates from the Mike Cottrell College of Business, Summer K. Britt. Grantland Heath Dixon II with distinction. Brian Herrera with distinction. Nicholas Mark Poole with distinction. We now present the Bachelor of Science degree graduates from the College of Science and Mathematics, Brianna Michelle Adinolfi, Kayla Brianne Allen, Mackenzie Blake Anderson, Caleb Martin Anderson, Megan Elizabeth Andres, Second Lieutenant John Tyler Andrews, William Marion Anglin, Amelia Nuet Chu Austin Cum Laude Honors Program, Taylor Jeanette Baker, John Duard Baxter, Lydia Joy Bechtel Magna Cum Laude, Chelsea Belizaire Magna Cum Laude, Todd Burton Bennett, and Andrew Thomas Bernacki, Sean Michael Brennan, Olivia Blake Brasher, Daniel Joseph Brown Summa Cum Laude, Alyssa Jean Marie Brown, Second Lieutenant Wyatt Elton Burke, Dakota DeLee Burnett, magna cum laude. Randolph Nathaniel Byers. Naomi Marie Childs, cum laude. Aaron Gary Collinge. Bailey Elizabeth Craps, cum laude. Emily Beatrice Crawford, summa cum laude. Justin Michael Ellenberg, cum laude. Virginie Andrea Aero, cum laude. Marissa Lee Fiddler, magna cum laude. Jessica Lynn Finch. Bridget Flores. Maria Yesenia Garcia Garcia. Timothy Joseph Hernandez. Rafael Hernandez. Anna Reichert Horton. Seth David Iwan, cum laude. Chelsea Ann Kemp, summa cum laude, honors program. Siona Kim. Ashley Elizabeth Kirby. Hannah Ray Cohen. William Scott Kopek. Lindsay Nicole Lance. Jordan Tina Lee. Cindy Kyungmin Lee. Garrison Mitchell Loving. Chloe Noel Lovelady, magna cum laude, honors program. Megan Alex Lowry, honors program. Corina Alexandra Lupsa. Jessica Lyric Lynn. Guy Hamilton Martin. Kayla Suzanne Mashburn. Katie Jean Maynard, summa cum laude, honors program. Kristen Marie Meisner. Jonathan David Michaud. Christy Lynn Miller. Jeremy Paul Miller. Second Lieutenant Brandon Edward Mooney, cum laude. Savannah Kate Moore. Joseph Alexander Moreno. Melody Noel Mullen, cum laude. Tony Christian Mullins. Amberly Sean Mustachio, cum laude. Ian Robert Neer. Michael Bryson Nobles. Kathleen Mary O'Neill, summa cum laude. Christopher Andrew Pendley. Naomi Rebecca Pettus, summa cum laude. Jacob Phillips, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Ross Pierce, cum laude. Courtney Bowen Purcell, cum laude. Lily Elizabeth Rainwater, summa cum laude. Second Lieutenant John Philip Lionel Rossi, distinguished military graduate. Ashley Nicole Saudi. Brandon Lee Scoggins, summa cum laude. Robert Lane Scoggins, magna cum laude. Lydia Nicole Skullrood, magna cum laude. Second Lieutenant Harrison Smith, distinguished military graduate. Alicia Marie Stanton. Matthew Jacob Statham. Karen K. Sumlin, summa cum laude. Ashley Nicole Thomas. David Guy Turner. Alejandro Uscanga. Rebecca Elizabeth Webb. Kristen Denise Zuber. We now present the Bachelor of Science degree graduates from the Lewis F. Rogers Institute for Environmental and Spatial Analysis, Sarah Marie Grimsley. Crystal Rachel Lilliston. Eric Robert Morgan. Charles Maxwell Rhodes. Luke Burdell Schrader. Jessica Ann Stalen, magna cum laude. Jonathan Kyle Stevens. Nicholas Caswell Olmsteed. Stephen Sean Weiler, summa cum laude. We now present the Bachelor of Business Administration degree graduates from the Mike Cottrell College of Business. Anatoly A. Abramyan. Ivan Miroslav Achimovich, cum laude. Amber Allen. Chandler Elizabeth Alligood. Hima Amin. Grayson Alexander Anthony, magna cum laude. Gunnar D. Armstrong. Courtney M. Ashworth. Chris Bach. Stephanie Lee Bagley, cum laude. Britton Glenn Bailey, Honors Program. Ewan Andrew Robinson Bain. Alan Israel Barajas. Felicia Valerie Isabel Sefa Maria Barata. Madison Rain Barclay. James Edward Beach III, summa cum laude. Jordan Elise Beverly. Elizabeth Ann Bishop. Melissa Sandra Blaurock. Rebecca Grace Blythe. Caitlin Boyd. Samuel Burton Brewer, summa cum laude. Michaela Danielle Brocker. Wesley Allen Brooks. Ashley Brianna Brown. Adrian Anthony Burns, magna cum laude. Matthew Ryan Bird. Andrew John Campbell. Jonathan Cannon. Joy Tao. Arwin Bryn Carey. Abigail Bailey Carr, magna cum laude. Michael Patrick Carroll, Jr. Second Lieutenant Austin Andrew Carter, cum laude. Marcos Samuel Castrogen. Olivia Kristen Servey. Lawrence Jacob Chandler. Carrie Bailey Koffel. Creed Lane Coley. Charles Thomas Conley. Raymond Contreras. Nicholas A. Corso. Ryan Timothy Dale Cross. Michael Reed Danielle. Kyle M. Dattelbaum. Dallas Glenn Devers. Jose Cruz del Rio Lopez, magna cum laude. Joshua Marcus DiMello. Lorena Diaz. Adam Jeb Dills. Shelby Lynn Dix cum laude. Sean Paul Duffy. Dylan Cade Duke. Andrew Lane Dunnigan. Candace Edwards. Serena Elizabeth Eller. Philip Andrew Ellis. Carl Ludwig Erickson, magna cum laude. Ariana Espinoza. Haley Marie Favors, magna cum laude. William Lamar Faison, magna cum laude. Benjamin David Fender. Bryn Kathleen Finneran. Jackson Keith Fleming, cum laude. Jessica Lindsay Fletcher. John Anthony Florentine III. Cassidy Lane Floyd. Abra Grace Foland Oates. Second Lieutenant Zachary Tristan Freiberg. Christian Nayeli Garcia. Jorge Garcia. Second Lieutenant Jonathan Daniel Geller, magna cum laude, distinguished military graduate. Evan Scott Gibson. Ashley Lauren Goddard Shaw. Hardik Narendrashin Kohel. Zachary S. Gray. Harley Gabriel Gunn. Adrian Young Kim. Rachel Nicole Hagan. Jennifer Maria Hamby. Matthew Sean Hammond. Andrew Haynes Hancock, magna cum laude. Ana Patricia Feliciano de Oliveira. Scott B. Harlan. Jordan Timothy Haskew. Jonathan Carl Harrington. Patrick Michael Hidding. Megan Carson Hinckley. Allison Ann Hinton. Abby Hood. Mason Reagan Hoover. Taylor Nicole Jackson. Devon Daniel Jakes. Elizabeth Christine Jenkins. Brandon Scott Jones, magna cum laude. Mary Elizabeth Jones. Rachel Nicole Jones. Jenna Ray Jocelyn. Bryce David Kelly. Eric Hans Kelly. Brandon Michael Kerr, magna cum laude. Ryan Michael Kossover, cum laude. Harrison Wade Kransline. Samantha Joan Lang. Jackson Roland Landers. Samantha Marie Lane, cum laude. Patrick Michael Lavelle. Susan K. Leonard. Megan Mackenzie Lloyd. Emily Daniela Lockridge, magna cum laude, honors program. Second Lieutenant Michael Lockwood, distinguished military graduate. Eric Lopez Feria. Heather Michelle Lowry. Mingli Lu. Joanna Madrigal. Alexandra Tilden Malone. Jose Antonio Marquez. Juan Carlos Martinez. Jed Adam Matthews, magna cum laude. Nathan Mayer, cum laude. Paige Chandler McAvoy. Justin O'Neill McCloskey. Brandy Nicole McCroskey, magna cum laude. Charles Colin McDonald, magna cum laude. Ryan Olivia McGonigal, cum laude. Kendra Renee McGuire, cum laude. Sean Philip McIntosh. Juliana Medina. Ethan Cole Merbaum. Anna C. Miller. Ellie Catherine Miller. Daniel James Mitrovich. Lisa Ann Moore. Bethany Suzanne Morehouse. Ashley Nicole Mullen. Connor Henry Mullins. Dustin Scott Muse, magna cum laude. Second Lieutenant Jasper Jeremy Napoles. Second Lieutenant William Thomas Nace, Distinguished Military Graduate. Second Lieutenant Bradley John Nilsson. Caleb Douglas Nunley, cum laude. Savannah Lee Oaks, cum laude. Second Lieutenant Isaac A. Osmer. Nicole Elizabeth Owen. Allison Claire Page, cum laude. Maggie Marie Paradis. Megan Brianne Parker. Benjamin Lucas Peters. Casey Claire Petrie. C.J. Dupre Phillips. Christian Gabriel Poma Moron. Second Lieutenant Davis Evans Ponder, Distinguished Military Graduate. Joshua T. Craig. Taylor Austin Pullen. Catherine Nicole Pulls. James David Purcell. Miguel Alfonso Ramirez Olarte. Austin Kyle Reeves. Harper Ray Reed, cum laude. Daisy Villagomez Resendez. Elizabeth Reynolds. Meredith Ann Rhodes. Sydney Lynn Roberts. Christian Ruby Rodriguez. Marty Leanne Rogers, summa cum laude. Emily Amelia Rom. Matthew Thomas Sadugursky. Sydney Lane Sanford. Emma Elizabeth Schaefer. Melissa Marie Schnaubelt. Jessica K. Siebolt. Emily Taylor Seal. Jeffrey Scott Sena. Michael Joseph Sheen. Holly Catherine Schilling. Sydney Ann Shires. Alexander Craig Smith, Summa Cum Laude Honors Program. Brandon Deshun Smith. Cody Matthew Smith. Ethan Major Smith. Jelena Maria Smith. Tiffany Amber Smith, cum laude. Nicole Marissa Soler. Kelsey Morgan Stover, summa cum laude. Jordan Lee Strickland. Morgan Elizabeth Summers. Allison Brooke Talbert, cum laude. Connor Jeffrey Thiel. Abby Lee Thomas. Jason Allen Thomas. Michael Edward Thomas, summa cum laude. Ryan Jeffrey Thomas. Tu Toi Thor. Patrick Brock Tittle. Laura Catherine Toburen, magna cum laude. Charles Stephen Tomlinson. Second Lieutenant Justin Norman Trammell, magna cum laude, distinguished military graduate. Shannon Elizabeth Tremaine, cum laude, honors program. Karina Jovita Tumen. Haley Charlene Twiggs. Courtney Ann Tyner, cum laude. Brent Farrell Van Fleet II. Jose Gabriel Vasquez. Geraldine Villagomez. Harris Edward Vinson. Ashley Rose Vogel. Grant Simmons Walters, summa cum laude. Fraser Warner. Rachel Lynn Warner. Dylan James Warren. Jamie Lynn Warren. Karen Valeria Webb. Jamie Leanne Weimer. Courtney Welch. Charlotte Sue Westbury. Alexandra Marie Wilhelm. Megan Ann Williams. Taylor Hamilton Williams. Christopher C. Woodworth. Janan Chi. Second Lieutenant Caleb Logan Yarbrough, magna cum laude, distinguished military graduate. Jung Ho Yu. Samuel Joseph Young. Mary Catherine Zitelli. We now present the Bachelor of Applied Science degree graduates from the Mike Cottrell College of Business. Sarah Ann Knox, magna cum laude. Amanda Nicole Langston. Daniela Tapia. Christy Marie Talata. We now present the Bachelor of Science degree graduates from the Mike Cottrell College of Business. Adam D. Adkins. Colby Austin Bowers. Second Lieutenant Christian Sean Brooks, cum laude, distinguished military graduate. Connor Patrick Calhoun, cum laude. Jessica Nicole Caraway, summa cum laude. Gregory Parker Casey. Tyler George Clyte. Tyler Coleman Cousins. Robert Carey Cromer. Second Lieutenant Alec Diaz. Wesley M. Donald, cum laude. Juan Pablo Garces, cum laude. Yannick Michael Glasser, summa cum laude, honors program. Second Lieutenant Andrew Gomez, magna cum laude, distinguished military graduate. Andre Vincente Gonzalez. Aaron Ray Griffin, cum laude. Ethan Daniel Hills, Honors Program. Soliang Im, cum laude. David Bradford Kenyon. Joshua Brock Kendallberger. Second Lieutenant Joshua Matthew Knight. Chase Lawson. Ka Ho Liu, cum laude. Dan Marshall, cum laude. Terry Chase Mathis. Drake Dempsey Packard. Jake Alexander Peavy. Christian Resendez, cum laude. Amber Nicole Reynolds, magna cum laude. Kyle Andrew Rogacki, magna cum laude. Second Lieutenant Caleb Daniel Rogers. Danielle Hunter Smith, magna cum laude. Christian Ellington Watts. Mark Bradley Werner, cum laude. Cherk Ho Wang, cum laude. We now present the Master of Business Administration degree graduates from the Mike Cottrell College of Business. Kimberly Allen. Leslie Ancietta. Austin Booker. Charlie Brooks. Melissa Brown. William Bush. Stephen Cosby. Latricia DeGraft Hanson. Tyler Glenn. Anna Gregory. Katie Griggs. Sarah Harbison. Jessica Howard. Stephen Cronenberg. Vinay Kumar. Bobby Larson. Morgan Elizabeth Lally Lockery. Andrew Martin. Cameron McKenzie. Denise McWilliams. Shan Mize III. Adam Purvis. Dr. Trushana Rao Natdig. Jabe Hunter Riley. Marion Ellis Spearman. Jennifer Stone. James Tipton III. Caitlin Turner. Lacey Warren. Melissa Watson. James Welch III. Shannon Whiting. Payne Wright.
Thank you, Dr. Corrigan. I commend the recent graduates of the University of North Georgia. Your hard work and dedication have been rightfully rewarded. I offer my personal congratulations to you for earning the title of graduate from this fine institution, and I ask that everyone please join me in recognizing this graduating class. Thank you. Please be seated. Graduates, judging from the applause, it's clear that each of you should feel proud of your accomplishments. So at this time, I would like the graduates to join me in a standing round of applause to thank your families, friends, and others that have given you support in this pursuit of your degree. Thank you. Graduates, you are now lifetime members of the UNG community. We are confident that you will make your university proud wherever your journey may lead, and we look forward to hearing of your achievements. I now call on Ms. Wendy Hughley, Director of Alumni Relations, for her congratulatory remarks. Wendy.
Thank you, Dr. Orman. And I'd like to thank you, Bill, for your kind remarks from a fellow alumni on your success and the role the institution played in that. Graduates, alumni, fellow alumni, congratulations. You are now officially a member of the University of North Georgia Alumni Association, literally for 1 year. In a year, I'll send you an invoice. We'll talk about that later. I ask that you wear that badge as a graduate proudly. It is truly my pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the Board of Directors and the entire University of North Georgia alumni family into our fold. If you talk to anyone who's ever graduated from university, they would share that since graduation, they've realized that the true learning really only has just begun. It's the day in and day out grind of life that really tests who you are and who you will become once you leave here. Further, they would share that the hard work and the effort that they put into their classes certainly was critical to their success, and that hard work and effort continues to play a role in their success. But perhaps the most important lesson that they learned is that it is the relationships that they formed as they managed their time through school that had also impacted their success. In some cases, as much as their own individual effort did. So I want you to do 3 things for me. First, think about the people you've met that are also graduating today. That first person you met on the hall back your freshman year when you were scared and you really didn't want anybody to know. That special friend or study group that you met through the process and you spent way too many hours late into the night working on projects with. Or I want you to think about these faculty members sitting up here on the front row. These faculty members who've impacted your interest in a subject and continued to be, again, what it took to get you through to this point. You are the reason that they do what they do. They love you, and they go to work every day with you in mind. So before you leave today, I want you to reach out to someone and thank them for that relationship and tell them that you will stay in touch. In addition to celebrating your degree, I also want you to celebrate these relationships. Don't forget them. No matter the distance, they will stay with you, and on certain tough days may be all that you need to get through until the next day. Second, I want you to stay involved as alumni. Stay in touch with the University of North Georgia through social media, the UNG alumni website, magazines, e-newsletters, newsletters. Consider becoming an active young alumni through the Alumni Association's Young Alumni Board. These groups offer a great way to stay connected with your classmates, to meet other alumni, and are a good way to give back just a little bit of your time. Finally, and perhaps most important, as a fellow alumni, I want you to be proud of your alma mater. North Georgia has been good to you. As with all alumni, you will see changes through the years. Buildings will change, programs will change, faculty will come and go, some will retire. Some traditions will be lost and others will be born. And one day, you will come back to the campus that you were at, that you were a part of, and you will say, it has really, really changed since I was in school here. Some things have changed and may change again, but the essence of the University of North Georgia, even the North Georgia that I graduated from 28 years ago, has not changed. It's not changed for the alumni that attended 50 and 60 years ago, nor has it changed for those graduates of 5 years ago. There's something special about North Georgia. It's like a family, and as a graduate and a new alumni, you are now really a part of that family. So once again, graduates, congratulations and welcome.
Thank you, Wendy. One of the many things that makes the University of North Georgia such a special place is our designation as one of only 6 senior military colleges in the United States. I would now like to call for Colonel Brent Cummings to conduct the commissioning ceremony for our military science graduates who are commissioning as second lieutenants. These graduates were recognized individually earlier in ceremonies with their family and friends. Colonel Cummings.
Ladies and gentlemen, since 1873, this great institution has provided leaders for the United States Army, the state of Georgia, and our nation. And I'm proud to see that tradition continue here tonight in this new auditorium. With those that have earned a commission from the University of North Georgia, please stand at this time and remove your caps and gowns. While these commissionees are preparing themselves for the oath of office, I'd like to take this moment to thank the faculty in the front rows for your education that you provided to these young leaders. They will soon travel the globe, working to solve complex and difficult problems while leading America's soldiers. I'm very grateful. I'm also very grateful that this university has given me the opportunity to serve as a professor of military science. And this will be my last official duty in this assignment. And I'm grateful to Dr. Jacobs and the entire University of North Georgia family. Wendy is right. This place is good. Commissionees, this oath that I'm about to administer to you is unique and it is sacred. It's unique because, unlike other armies, to include our allied partners, this oath is not given to a man, it's not given to a woman, it's not given to a king or a queen, some type of sovereign. This oath is not given to an ideology or a political party. This oath that you will take is given to a set of words that form an idea, that build our Constitution for the United States. This is your oath. It is sacred because, if necessary, you may be called upon to defend it with your life. More importantly, you may be called upon to ask your soldiers to defend it with their lives. This is your duty.
Come to the position of attention and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full names. Having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States in the grade of second lieutenant. Do solemnly swear that I shall support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I shall bear truth and faith and allegiance to the same, that I shall take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. And I will well and faithfully execute the duties of the office
and gentlemen, the defenders of America's freedom.
Thank you. As you heard, this commencement will be the last for Colonel Cummings, as he will be departing UNG to continue his service to the country in his next assignment, supporting security cooperation operations in Southwest Asia. Thank you, Colonel Cummings, for all that you have done for the Corps of Cadets, the University of North Georgia, and the nation. Please join me in thanking Colonel Cummings. Thank you. As we conclude today's ceremony, I want to especially thank all the staff involved with the planning and execution of the ceremony and for making it such a special occasion. The UNG Quartet will now come forward to lead us in the University of North Georgia alma mater, which can be found near the back of your program. Following the alma mater, please remain in place for the recessional as the faculty and graduates exit the Convocation Center. Following the recessional, you may exit through the lobby doors to join the graduates. Thank you, and please stand.
From the Blue Ridge mountain foothills to the banks of Lake Lanier, memories of our alma mater we all cherish and revere. Seeking courage, truth, and wisdom, fires of loyalty abound. University of North Georgia, from diverse and solid ground. Standing tall, salute your history. To the blue and gold we rise. Look beyond the distant sunset. See the future in our eyes. To our school we bring you glory. May we always honor thee, keeping memories deep within us and our love